Screen actors, you're in for a treat today. As you saw, the title of this video is How to Star in a Movie. I think you're going to be inspired and surprised by what you're going to hear. By the way, this channel is called Screen Acting Success. I'm Louis DiBianco, a working actor with 79 screen credits. I've been teaching acting for as long as I've been in front of the camera, and that's a long time. And if this is your first time here, make sure to click subscribe. Here, and give the video a thumbs up. I'm excited and proud to be able to bring to you real world stuff here. I'm not teaching you theory. I'm presenting stuff that I have discovered and experienced with my career in the movies and television. And I just want to tell you that when I was a younger actor, many years ago in New York City, I had a very sensitive BS meter. I could smell the BS artists a mile away. What were they BSing about? The business, acting, wannabes, pretending to know more than they would ever know about this business and about acting, and often leading gullible actors astray. And I'm afraid there's some of that on YouTube too. I mean, there's a lot of great teachers on this platform, but there's also BS. I promise never to bring you BS. So let's get into it. How to be a star in a movie. This is about a movie that I did that I'm exceptionally proud of. Had so much fun doing it. It is called Who is Cletus Tout? Starring Tim Allen, Christian Slater, Richard Dreyfuss, Portia de Rossi, the late wonderful Scottish comic Billy Connolly, and also RuPaul. It had an amazing cast. Fabulous mob comedy, definitely worth renting. Who is Cletus Tout? And I love telling this story because it's an example of being cast in a role that's okay, that's good, it's decent, and how by using improvisation, the role became bigger, and, well, the result was very surprising. So me and my buddy Tony Nappo, and by the way, on my channel, recently I did 2 videos interviewing Tony, definitely worth checking out. He's an actor who never stops working. Right now, during COVID, I think he's on 3 major projects. We were cast as the 2 stooges of the hit world. We were hit men, but if you wanted to screw up that job, you definitely gave it to us. Our names were Nimble and Fife. And on the page, the characters were good, but they weren't very dominant. The director also had written the script, and he had been a stand-up comic, so he gave us a lot of freedom. He said to us, whenever you get an impulse to throw something in of your own, you want to improvise some dialogue, go right ahead. And man, did we take that to heart. We did it throughout the film in many different scenes. And then something amazing happened. When the film wrapped, and then it went to editing, they did a test screening of it. You know, like they ran it in front of a test audience in LA. And they gave them surveys to fill out to get their impression of the movie. And a lot of people kept saying, we want to see more of those 2 hitmen, the 2 goofy hitmen. Well, the director took it to heart. He went back to his studio, he wrote another scene, he then flew Tony and I from Toronto, where we originally shot the movie, to Los Angeles just to shoot this scene. And get this, he cut the movie again, and now Tony and I end up opening the movie. I have the first words in this film, and I'll never forget when it opened in 2001. Unfortunately, it opened at the Toronto International Film Festival the day after 9/11. Yeah. That was a bummer, but the film was beautifully received by the audiences. And I remember that Roger Ebert reviewed the film, and that a comment he made cracked me up. He said, you know, those two gangsters at the top of the movie, they make a lot of sense. I'm not going to spoil it for you. You've got to see the scene to know what he was talking about. Anyway, this was just, it just felt so good. You talk about an actor being validated and about winning something that you didn't even know that you were in a contest for. Because, I mean, there wasn't a contest. We were just doing our work. We were just showing up and being free and taking risks. I'm going to share with you a moment that I improvised, which you will see in the film. And now this won't spoil it for you. I'm not going to give you any plot spoilers here. There was this wild scene that took place in the kitchen of a restaurant. Nimble and Fife, me and Tony, were eating our dinner not in the dining room, but in the restaurant's kitchen. Why? Don't know, but it was funny. We were sitting there eating alone. Our boss had given us assignment for a major hit, which we had screwed up. He comes storming into the kitchen. He is in a rage, and he says to us, next time, drop the body on the west side. You guys leave a paper trail that Helen Keller could follow. That was the last line in the scene, and then he storms out of the kitchen. Thing is, he storms out, and the camera was still on my face. So I'm just standing there, beat, and this is what came out of my mouth. The fuck's Helen Keller? I literally heard the producer stifle a laugh in the next room. They kept it in the movie. Why did I say that? Well, it just hit me at that moment. He's saying Helen Keller, but why would I, a wise guy, necessarily know who Helen Keller was? Anyway, that was just one of the moments that I created, and that Tony certainly contributed a lot to creating things right along with me. And we had so much fun. And like I said, our roles received a surprising and unexpected upgrade. And to this day, the opening scene of Cletus Tout is on my demo reel. So I want you to take from this the understanding that even though you're told never, never, never improvise, you've got to be flexible and loose and open. Understand the nature of every scene you're in. Don't say and do something in a movie that would wrench the scene out of shape, that's not appropriate for the moment. And also get a feel for the project and the director, and know if it would be cool for you to do something like that. Because sometimes it's not. You've got to play each situation. Each situation is unique. And your instincts you have to develop your instincts as an actor to know when it's okay to just be bold, be daring, try something crazy, let your creativity fly. I emphasized in the first video that the more you trust improv and it gets into your acting DNA, the more freedom you're going to have with scripted dialogue. It's something you have to experience to fully understand. I hope you got value from this, and if you haven't already subscribed, do it now, and definitely give this video a thumbs up. I'm going to put a link below to the site where you can learn all about my latest online course. It's called Self-Taping Mastery. Self-taping, as you know, is here to stay. Check out what I'm offering. Just see if it's for you. If you don't get a good vibe from it, don't enroll in the course. If you do, jump on board. I'll get to know you better, and I guarantee you your skills and your confidence will grow. And until the next video, always feel it, say it, mean it, book it.